friends, welcome back. So for today I'm going to be talking about a specific foundation that didn't just come out, it came out a few months ago in the drugstore. I am a drugstore foundation makeup person. If I can find it there and the quality's there and the price is there, I am all about it because I go to the drugstore or the grocery store at least once a week. So it's one trip I'm already making, so if I can grab something there that works, I am all about it, like I said. So this is the guy we're gonna be talking about today. This is the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation. Matte is so in right now, guys, and I love it because I have oily skin. So I use a mattifying primer, a mattifying foundation, and a mattifying spray, setting spray, okay? So when I saw this came out, I was like, I totally want to try it. So it claims to be 12-hour wear. It's an oil-free formula. It's supposed to be a comfort matte finish. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to wear this for 12 hours and I want to show you guys how I apply it. And then I'm going to show you, or I'm going to talk about my thoughts on this foundation, okay? So stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to start off with my primer, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte. This has been my favorite. And since we are doing this test on this foundation today, I'm only going to prime half my face because I want to see how this foundation works with no primer to see if it really is matte, okay? So we're only gonna put it in the side of my face. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna be using the M30. Hopefully this is my shade. Yay for the pump. I'm gonna put some right over here, right there. Pretty thick, it's not dripping down. Alright, for this side, I'm gonna be using my beauty blender. It might be a little too pink, or maybe a little too neutral. My son is watching Curious George, so you might hear it in the background. I'm really sorry if you do. So I can already tell on this side, this is more of like a light to medium coverage because I can still see my freckles and my beauty spots and all that. I think I'm gonna add another layer, guys. So one thing that I saw that a lot of people who tried this foundation saw were white little specks on their face, and I totally see it. You guys can't. They're very, very minor, but they're white specks all over it. I'm gonna try another layer because this is just too light for me. So I'm gonna try just putting it on the actual sponge. All right, so that was the first half of the face. You can see now it's more of a medium to full coverage with 2 layers, you see? So now we're gonna do the other side and we're gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush number 101. I'm gonna put some on my hand. We're gonna try just one. You know what's so weird? I see with the Beauty Blender a lot more of those white little dots than with the brush. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna go ahead and add in another layer. So I feel like with the brush I got a lot more full coverage than with this side. I don't know if it's because it's already dried. Can you tell? It is oxidizing a little bit, it's getting a little darker, but I think I need a brush to, like, now that it's drying off, to like brush away all those white little dots. This is so weird. I've never had a foundation do this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. All right guys, so you saw how I applied it. I did half of my face with a primer, half my face with no primer. So again, it's a 12-hour comfort matte, pore minimizing oil control transfer resistance, okay, and it has 40 shades. It blended beautifully with the Beauty Blender, but it seemed to have more coverage with a brush, okay? So it's up to you, all right? A little more airbrushy with the Beauty Blender, and with the brush, it was more concentrated, it was more packed, more full coverage. So it depends on what you like. It doesn't really have a smell. To me, it smells chemically. There's nothing fresh about it. It just smells like a foundation, like chemicals, which is what it is, okay? So yes, I had a really hard time, guys, finding my shade, okay? I specifically follow YouTubers that have my complexion, all right, and are my shade. So whenever they review a formula and they like it, I want to try it. I try the color that they're using because we match as far as, you know, foundations. So I followed quite a few, and they had different shades, you know, like I went from M40 to like M60, then I went up to M90, then I tried the M10, and then now I'm in the M30. Like, M is medium. I tried like 4 bottles before I was able to find this one, and I still don't quite think this is my true match, okay? And that kind of stinks. Yeah. And that's just how it is with drugstore foundations, but this one was very hard to find, and I still have yet to find my exact shade. I think it has to do with the undertones, okay? Because I don't know if you guys are aware, in foundations, there are different undertones. There are cooler, warmers, and neutral undertones. If you don't know your undertone, you can go to Sephora, and Sephora, I think, has this little machine where they put into your face and they figure out if you are cool, warm, or neutral. I am a neutral. They told me I'm a neutral. I think I'm more of like a warm tone. But anyways, that means that if you're a warm tone, you may benefit from foundations that have more of a yellow undertone, okay? So that's what I was using. That's what I was looking for. But the ones with the yellow undertones were just really, really yellow. So I went with this one, was in more of a neutral. And I still think it's a little too pinky for me. So that's the bummer, that you're just having a hard time. You may have a hard time finding your shade. What I do is I got this one at Target, and Target, with your receipt, once you use it and it's not your shade, you can go back and exchange it and return it. That's what I did. I exchanged just like 4 times at Target because I'm like, it's not my shade, let me try this one. It's not my shade, let me try this one. So and then one thing that I do, maybe you shouldn't do this, that instead of like, you know, there's no tester, so obviously you can't even see which one is your shade. What I do is that I actually don't pump it out to check your shade. I open it up a little bit, just like this, and I dip my finger just a tad, okay, into the formula. I close it back up. And that way you can try to see if it's your shade. One trick that I do to match my shades perfectly is to put it on my neck, okay? You put it on your neck and you kind of spread it out and up into your chin. And if it blends in beautifully and you can barely see it after you blend it out, then that's your shade, okay? That's my little trick to figuring out shades at the drugstore. So, but yes, buy it, and it's not yours, return it, exchange it, okay? I didn't know that you could do that until this time. I exchanged this, like I said, 4 times. So I'm gonna play around with this M30. And then we will see. We'll see if it ends up being my shade or not. One suggestion that I have for you guys, also to help you find your shades, not just in the drugstore, but also in high-end or throughout high-end foundations, is a website called Findation. I will put the link to that below so you guys can find it. But Findation is a website where most, I would say like 90 to 95% of foundations in the world are registered there. And if you put at least one foundation that you know it's your exact shade, say if you have that one foundation that you found, hey, this is it, this is my shade, put that formula in there, put like the brand and the shade that you wear, and they will match you to all the other foundations that would match your face and your color, okay? For example, my perfect shade is the Urban Decay All Nighter 5.0 shade, okay? So I put in that one, I put in the NC35 by MAC, and that's where it pops out and tells you which shade you are in any other foundation pretty much in the world. So when it came to this one, when I tried to find this one, it gave me M10. And this is where I think it went wrong, because I tried M10 at the store. I put a little bit on my neck and it was way too light. I was like, yeah, that's not it. So I guesstimated this one, but I guess if this one, it doesn't work, If I continue to use this one, it just doesn't work. I might just try the M10. I don't know. Maybe it just oxidizes. But anyways, if you go on that foundation, in that website, it will give you your shade for any other foundation that they have registered. Okay, so that's a really cool website. Like I said, I'll link it below. Okay, I will come back at the end of the day and let you know how long it lasted and see if it really is matte. It does have a matte finish right now. It's not as matte as my #1 drugstore foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm in 105. You know what? I will link below also all of my shades. Because if you are my complexion and you want to try these and you think you are my shade, hey, check these out and these shades. So this is like my #1 drugstore foundation. This is matte all the way, matte, 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 okay? This one is like a semi-matte, I think, so far. I set it with a translucent powder, so I will see at the end of the day which side looks better and how it lasted and if my oil peeked through, etc. But that is my review on this foundation. All right, guys, so I will see you at the 12-hour mark. Why, hello, guys. Yes, so I look different. My makeup is different. My hair is different. My clothes are different because it is a different day. Guess what? I completely forgot to do my 12-hour check on my foundation. I realized an hour after washing my face that night or yesterday when I filmed them. So I am absolutely so sorry. I was tempted to do it all over again for you guys and wear it today and at the end of the day show you. But man, okay, we'll get to that. So here's my final review on this foundation, all right? It is not a truly full coverage matte, and I love my full coverage matte. So as far as the matte is concerned, they're cutting the grass outside and you can hear it. All right, let's try to continue. So I like my full coverage mattes, and this is not a full coverage matte. I had to apply twice to get it more to a medium full. So yeah, I honestly didn't like that. If you want a demi-matte, comfortable matte is what they claim this to be, then this is your guy right here, okay? It did last the whole day, which is good. Half my face, remember, had the primer and the other half didn't have the primer. I didn't really see a difference. So either that is calling out on my primer, or it just means that this formula is just so good that it stays on the whole day. So it really did. It lasted the full 12 hours, to be very honest with you. I did see my oil peeking through just a bit in my chin area and my T-zone, which is usually where I get oily. So compared to my drugstore baby right now, which is the Infallible Pro Matte 24-hour foundation, matte foundation by L'Oreal, this one, my oil does not peek through. It really does not. I mean, if I have a good primer, if I use the primer I used in this video, it most definitely does not peek through. But this one, it did. Like I said, just a little bit, enough for me to have to dab it. I didn't dab it because I wanted to show it to you guys, and then I washed it off. Again, I'm trying to get over that. Get over it. So yes, the reason why though I will be returning this is because I still have yet to find my shade. I don't know if I will ever find my shade, and honestly, if the formula was really good and it really gave me that full coverage matte, then I would be trying bottle after bottle after bottle until I got my right color. But I just don't, the formula is not completely it for me, so I think I'm gonna stop right here in the search of my shade. The M30 is a little too dark and a little too pink for me, okay? This is one that I found to be the closest so far. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. So I might just be returning this, honestly, and just buying another bottle of this guy. I love this guy. This review is not on this guy. Let's put this guy away. So anyways, so in my overall opinion, if you like a comfortable, natural matte that does last 24 hours, then do this one. Then you can try this one out. Just good luck trying to find your shade. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's like my big, you know, love the pump. Really love the pump. Love that it's like adjustable. I love that you can click it to the right and you're able to pump, and then you click it to the left, like it doesn't come out. Love it. Love that. But yes, CoverGirl, just make it a little easier for us to find our shades. I'm just saying, because it was pretty tough. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like these videos and want to see more of these videos, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so every time I upload, you get a really nice reminder on your phone or on your tablet or wherever it is that you, whatever device that you use, that I have uploaded a new video, okay? Alright guys, have an amazing day, and hopefully this review was helpful in you purchasing or not purchasing this new foundation. Okay? Love you guys. Till next time. Bye. Hello friends, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my videos. It really does mean the world to me that you guys take time out of your busy day to watch my videos. So I want to share with you guys a few things I promise you will not take long at all. Number one, I accept prayer requests, okay? So if there's anything that you want prayer over, I have seen the power of prayer in my life and my family's life. Just contact me in any way, shape, or form via email, via Instagram, Facebook, or even just a comment below, and I will add you to our prayer list that me and my family pray over every single day. Number two, if you have Instagram, you should totally be following me. Why? Because I go live Monday through Friday, and I do a small devotional Bible study, not too long, anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, but just a way for you guys to be spiritually connected with God every single day. So yes, check me out and follow me. And last but not least, I own an online t-shirt company, so you guys should totally check me out. The link to my online shop is all the way in the bottom. And there's also a coupon there for free shipping on your first order. I make very cool, comfy, faith-based t-shirts like the one that I'm wearing now. This is our Dusty Rose Fear Not t-shirt. I love this t-shirt, it's one of my favorite. But yes, you guys should totally check us out. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening to these messages, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.